Hello YouTube, this is Frank from Architectural Aesthetics, and in today's video I would like to invite you to take a look at the Gayssot Library at University of California, San Diego campus. The library was constructed in 1970 and owes its namesake to the American poet, publisher, and artist Dr. Theodore Seuss Geisel for his generous contributions to the school. The library was designed by the architect and urban planner William Pereira, who was very influential especially in the California region during the 1950s to 60s. Pereira's interest in science fiction is evident in many of his large-scale institutional architectures, including the Geisel Library, which is oftentimes described as an amalgamation of brutalism and futurism because of its use of enormous concrete piers and its otherworldly forms. Located at the very center of the UCSD campus, the Geisel Library has 8 levels in total, with 6 stories at various dimensions visible above ground and 2 levels submerged under the ground. Around the central circulation core is the Forum, a public plaza sheltered by the overhead floor plates for students to converse with each other. Speaking of the central circulation core, it is very obvious that the Geisel Library is centrally planned. The idea is that Pereira theorized that the perfect form for an ideal library should be a sphere in order to optimize circulation and natural lighting conditions. Therefore, though the final form of the library we see today is strictly rectangular instead of spherical, we can still see that Pereira stick to his theory from the gradual diminishing size of the floor slabs as we go nearer to the 2 ends of the circulation core. In terms of material, the building was initially proposed as a glass and steel structure. It was only later changed into this concrete and glass building to reduce the cost. The glazed windows are coated with reflective material, which makes them blend perfectly into the sky. The vast amount of glasses create a sense of weightlessness, which in turn produces great contrast to the heaviness conveyed by the massive concrete piers. Formally speaking, the library conceals its engineering feat behind its perfectly symmetrical forms. One naturally associates the building's stacking of glazed floors on concrete piers to the piling of books in library stacks. And considering its enormous scale, it's almost as if a higher power had loaded the floors on the piers to make it into a monument for knowledge. With that said, the reception of the library is polarized, as many people condemn the building to be ugly, and some dislike the library just because it's trendy to dislike all brutalist architectures. However, I personally like the design a great deal. First of all, the library's cold, stark, sharp form is very fitting for a building which is located at the very center of a prestigious university, as it signifies authority and even insinuates longevity. As traditional universities are feeling more and more threatened by online open-source educational resources, it is necessary to have an iconic fortress-like building to reassure people's faith in the educational system. Secondly, because of the symmetry of the library, anyone can intuitively conceive the full form of the building in his mind by observing just a portion of it. This makes it easy for one to familiarize himself with this seemingly unrelatable building. Comparing to studying in chaotic or intimate environments, I believe the Geisel Library facilitates the students' studying experience because they are intuitively familiarized to the building and emotionally humbled by its scale. However, I do agree with those who argue that the Geisel Library looks a bit bland from an aerial view. While it's only a minor criticism, the library certainly doesn't look as interesting from above as some of the brutalist buildings that have patterned finishings, such as Frank Lloyd Wright's Mayan House or U of T's Medical Science Building. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video, and please let me know in the comment section what do you think of this building. I am very interested in learning your opinions on this architecture, and please also drop a comment to let me know whether you like this format where I am voicing over my own architectural sketches. And with that said, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye bye.